down. Traction flashing. Wow, going up to this corner very quickly. Take it around the corner, modulating the throttle a little bit. Back on the power now. Traction flashing. Oh my God, this car gets down. So what's going on, guys? My name's Jamie, welcome back to Officially Gassed. Now today, guys, we're finally gonna get my first impressions on my purple BMW F80 M3. But before we start, for today's video, I've teamed up with Botb, the dream car competition company, and they're giving you guys a chance to win a brand new BMW for as little as £1. Guys, they've got around 20 BMWs to choose from on their website. They've got like E46 Classics, M4 AC Schnitzers, all the way up to the brand new M8 competition. All you have to do is head over to botb.com and play the Spot the Ball challenge. Guys, if you hit the right coordinates, you win the car. It's that simple. You only need to be 16 years of age to enter. You can play from anywhere in the world, and the best thing is they give away a guaranteed weekly prize. So guys, hit the links in the description, and who knows, you could have your dream car sitting outside your house by next Tuesday. Let's get back to the video.
Get that bag, get through.
Finally, my first impressions on my car. Oh man, this has been mad. Sorry guys to keep you waiting. I know it's been a little while. What I thought I'd do is obviously kind of do some miles in the car before I jump in it and just say this, that, the other, because I might get some things wrong. I'm still going to get things wrong, but I might, you know what I mean, kind of misjudge things and so on and so forth. Had the car for a little while, still feels very, very new. Still learning everything on it. It's all mad right now. I still can't believe I'm sitting in this crazy looking BMW M3 and speaking to you guys. So also I want to touch on everything from the first kind of my first reveal video and say a massive thank you, guys. I read all the comments and the positivity was just mad. It's like it's such a good feeling to see that my supporters are like kind of, they're on my side, because I know a lot of YouTubers get hate, but it just seems like this channel just gets nothing but love. That's obviously down to like we must connect. So thank you guys for all the well wishes on the car. I would say like 99.9% of the people that commented on this video had nothing but good things to say. I think we had one clown say something like Finance King in the comments, and I'm thinking, did this guy even watch the video? Because let me reiterate, this car is not on finance. I just quickly want to touch on a few of other people. People thought obviously I was going to cop the GTR. People thought I was going to cop the RS3. I think there was a few others, like, you know, M2, maybe even M4, but no one, a few people got it, but no one really thought I was going to get this car. Yeah, don't get me wrong, the GTR, that was definitely kind of on the, I gave it deep consideration, if I'm honest, because I like fast cars. That is like, you know what I mean, if you want an ultimate fast car with tunability, the GTR's got to be one. But I looked into it, running costs and everything like that, man, it's just astronomical, and I didn't even want to put myself through that. So I kind of, as quickly as I thought about it, done a little bit of research and thought, nah, that's not for me. Maybe in the future. RS3, lovely cars, but I just feel like for the money, like I bought at the top of my price limit, and this was 37.5k, and I just feel like, you know, for 37.5k, you might just be able to get a facelift RS3, but it's going to be bottom spec. It's just going to be this, that, the other, and plus it's going to be four-wheel drive, very similar to the Golf R. I wanted something different, a little bit more driver focused. So anyway, guys, with that addressed, I ain't gonna waffle no more. Let's get into it. So we're rolling, and yeah, I've got to say, do you know, it's so crazy, and I know like people are going to want to know straight away, how does it feel in comparison to the Golf R? And like, it's so different, it's almost hard to even compare the two. Not taking anything away from the Golf R, but this car is just, it's a completely different car. It's a completely different animal. The Golf R 4-wheel drive, 2 litre, single turbo, this rear wheel drive, saloon, 6-cylinder, twin turbo is different, like, you know what I mean? But what I will say is, get through because it's a tight road. What I will say straight away from the driver's seat, this car just feels so luxurious. It just feels crazy, like the seating position. I'm driving this, I feel like a boss. It's mad, like this, yeah. I'm still blown away that I'm even driving this car. I know people who are probably on these kind of waves from a long time ago are just laughing, but for me, this is the first time I've had something, I would say, this prestige, and it's such a sick spec. So yeah, man, it's all different. It's just a completely different driving feel, man. And I think one of the first things you notice when you hop into this car, as opposed to the Golf R, and I know, hopefully I won't do too much comparisons, but obviously you got to bear with me because I just hopped out the Golf R and now I'm in this. But like, is the steering feel. Now, the steering on this car is heavy as hell. It almost makes the car feel heavier than it is. And I know this car is not too heavy. I think it's, well, I say not too heavy, but it's not a massively heavy car. I think they're about 1500 kg or just over 1500 kg. So it's not the heaviest car in the world, but the steering, god damn, it's heavy. Like, for some reason, when you start the car, it puts it in sport. I don't know if it's just how my car's been configured. But yeah, man, the sport steering is heavy. Straight away, you got to knock it into comfort. And even then, it's quite weighty. I'm not complaining because it feels right, you know what I mean? But for city driving, it might be a little bit too much. And then it just goes from heavy to heavier. So basically, you've got 3 modes. You've got comfort, sport, and sport plus. Quick run through of what that is. It's basically, you've got 2 buttons on the steering wheel. One's M1, one's M2. I think they're both totally customizable, and the way this is set up is perhaps how it should be set up. Is M1 basically puts everything into sport, M2 puts everything into sport plus. And when I say everything, I mean the suspension, because it's got like adaptive suspension. It changes the steering and it changes the throttle response. So obviously comfort being the kind of most relaxed and sedate, up to sport plus, where it's a little bit of an animal. And I'm not gonna lie to you, just see, when you're in sports plus, if you're driving slow and you're trying to control that throttle, you see when you just pass your license, yeah, and you try to do the clutch control away from the lights and you all I'm telling you, that's what I'm like in this. I'm hopping around, so it's all mad. I think the best time to put it in that is when you're already going fast, like, you know what I'm saying? But sport is very manageable, you see what I'm saying? But again, the throttle response, everything, you just feel sick. I don't even know where to start. Again, like when I get in this car, I'm all like, I don't even know how to, like, you know when it's something so new to you and everything's going through your mind, you want to do this, you want to do that, like it's your old car, but you just can't find things. So it gets me like discombobulated. As I say, it's got so much kind of aspects that kind of bring me back to my E92 M3. It almost feels like I'm at home, so it feels sick. One thing I haven't done yet is turn the traction control off. I don't think I'm going to do that for a little while because obviously hopping back into a powerful rear wheel drive car, you know what I mean? I kind of need to ease myself into it because I'm not trying to be that guy who ends up in a bush doing a review on his own car. I forgot to say, yeah, it's got heads-up display, and when you change from like comfort into sport, like it all goes mad. It gives you like the rev counter on the windscreen. It's all nuts. I'm looking for the speed down here. More time it's up there. Guys, it's all confusing. But anyway, I'm not gonna waffle no more. I'm gonna drop a couple cogs, drop it to second. Woohoo! Jesus, it's crazy. That is mad. All I'm seeing is traction like flashing. It is hooking up. I've got Dunlops on this. It came with Dunlops. Perhaps not the best tires. Don't know if I'm going to change them straight away because I might be changing the wheels to bigger wheels. Don't want to waste money on 19-inch tires when they're not going to be useful. So yeah, I mean, for now it's hooking up, but boy, yeah, it's all crazy. When you're like in Sport Plus, you know what? We're rolling now, so I might just put it in Sport Plus. When you're in Sport Plus, the gear changes. The way it hits you from the back is just nuts. It's like someone kicking you in the back. It's all mad. Look, it's like, look, let me give you a pull. It's crazy the way this thing pulls. It just keeps going, and it proper revs out. It revs to like 7.5k, which is, it's kind of mad, you know. It, like where you think the gear should stop, it just keeps going. When you are in Sport Plus, you are in fully manual mode too, so you got to keep your eye on that because this won't change gear for you. I think the Golf R did, but yeah, the way it just pulls. Like going back to comparison, like for the Golf R gear changes, the Golf R almost felt like it was just one long gear just chopped up into 6 gears, if that makes sense. So there was no real, you didn't feel it when it was changing gear. It was just like bang, 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 like change gears. And the gears were quite quick, like the gear ratios were quite tight together. But with this, they're drawn out, and when it changes gear, shit you not, it's like someone punching you in the back. But this road is nuts, so let's get a little feel for this. Got to modulate the throttle too, coming around corners now. Full throttle, we got traction flashing, still flashing. And then, mate, even at like high speeds, the violence of the gear changes, the way they come in. Traction flashing. Wow, this is crazy. And guys, it gets a bit lively. I can't even speak. It gets a little bit squirrely is the word I'm looking for on the rear. Like, you know what I mean? I'm still gonna have to try and ease my way into this, because coming round long corners where I'd usually give it like full throttle, like round kind of coming off a corner in the Golf R, obviously a rear wheel drive car with a lot of power, you can't do that. And as I said, I'm not trying to end my I'm not trying to end up in a bush. That kick down, traction flashing. Wow, going up to this corner very quickly. Take around the corner, modulating the throttle a little bit. Back on the power now. Traction flashing. Oh my god, this car gets down. Wow, the brakes are good. Back on the throttle a little bit. The balance of this, man, the steering weight is just right. Long corner coming round. Back on the power. Hey, wow. Wow, these brakes are bananas. Traction flashing. Wow. Wow. I'm gassed. I'm fully gassed. All I'm saying is the way this car moves stock, once I get this tuned, it is Gappuccinos. Madness. I don't know what to... Gapparoni pizzas. I'm handing them out. I'm serving them. Fresh to your door. I'm getting too gassed. Sorry. Let me slow down. This car, like, to hop in a car as a stock package and it to kind of give you this much enjoyment, I can't wait for the rest of this journey. It's just mad. Look. Kick down straight away, pushing me back in my seat. Corner, modulate the floor a little bit. Long corner, traction flashing, back on the power. Way it holds the gears out. Wow. And as I say, the brakes, very progressive, but very reassuring. Man. For a stock car to kind of, you know what I mean, get your heart racing and your pulse racing like this, hey, shout out to BMW. They smashed it. Oh, fully gassed. Obviously this car being quite an expensive car, quite a high powered car, big engine, it's a 3-litre straight 6 with 2 turbos, quite a powerful car. People must be thinking that, like, obviously the running costs on this must be astronomical. But if I'm honest and given my first, like, kind of opinions on it and my first kind of feedback, it's like, I don't think it's that bad. It's crazy. I would almost say, like, obviously I got the Golf R on a stage 2, and this is stock, but in comparison, let's say the Golf R, when I done like kind of a long run with a mix of kind of ASBO driving and a mix of, like, you know what I mean, slow kind of cruising driving, I'd probably say I averaged like about 32, 33 mpg with a stage 2 Golf R. With this, doing the same kind of drive, because I did to Birmingham to obviously that the dyno day, guys, I was ragging it. Most of the time I was just wetting. A little bit of slow driving, I averaged 28 miles per gallon. And I even reset it when I was cruising to see what I could get. I got 37 miles to the gallon. Can you believe it? 37 miles to the gallon, like it's 70 miles an hour. It's crazy. Like, comparing it to the E92 M3, which I owned, it's a completely different car. Like, when it comes to fuel economy, at least. And even talking about tax and things like that, going back to the E92 M3, £530 I think I was paying a year tax for that. This is £300 a year. Like, compared to the Golf, I think the Golf was like £240, so it's not even that much more. Only thing I would say that I found a massive jump, and people, before you jump into buying one of these, be aware of this, is insurance cost. Because my Golf R, with the mods declared, cost me £420 a year to insure. This car, stock, cost me £1,400 to insure. which is crazy, £1,000 more. And guys, I've had my license for like over 10 years. I've got 9 years no claims bonus. Like, I've got 3 points in the license, I ain't gonna lie, but you know what I mean, £1,000 difference is expensive. So I would say if you're looking to buy this car, obviously bear that in mind. Obviously when it comes to servicing and things like that, you're probably going to pay a little bit of premium because you'll be taking it to BMW, not VW. So yeah, you might expect to pay a little bit more on that, and obviously rear tyres, because this is just going to eat tyres. Obviously people are asking, they're like, Jamie's a lunatic, he can't keep a car stock for long. So what's my plans with this? I know I can hear people screaming it. Yeah guys, this car, we got big plans for it. It's not going to be stocked for long, and I'm trying to work out the route in which I want to do it and how I want this journey to go. Now my first impression, my first thoughts are to kind of go step by step, stage by stage, and kind of just do testing in all areas, like, you know what I mean, so people get a true understanding of what these cars can do at each level of tune. So with that said, I think where I'm going to go first with this is what you'd call probably a stage 1, maybe a stage 1.5 if there is such a thing. I think the next step now is catless downpipes, I think primary cats deleted, and a remap. And obviously I'm going to be working with my good friends Litco, and yeah, we're just going to see what the car can do. I think with that kind of with those modifications and the map, I think you're looking at around 520, 530 brake horsepower kind of figures. So, you know, an 80 brake horsepower gain. Obviously with the D-cats, we should be hearing a lot more like of the exhaust note, so it should be sick. And as I say guys, from there I'm not sure if we're going to jump straight in and go nuts, or we kind of go to a stage 2 full D-cat, or what we're going to do. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the end goal is big power. I don't think we're going to jump 2 feet in straight away, if that makes sense. With that said, I hope you enjoyed my first drive. As I say, I'm still getting to know this car. Hopefully it's going to be a happy journey, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it, because I'm all for kind of sharing all info, clarity and all those kind of things. Because if I was watching this and I was thinking about getting one of these or something like that, I would want to know the truth. For now guys, we're going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Make sure you go check out some of my other content, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.